Let's Talk Business with your host, the business maven, Lynette Green. Stay tuned to receive information, tips, and tools to help your business thrive. And now, here's your host, the business maven, Lynette Green.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Lynette Green, the business maven, welcoming all of my entrepreneurs and business owners out there to another show. It's the Business Maven presents Let's Talk Business, and we have a lot to talk about today, the last several weeks, these coming weeks, a lot to talk about. As always, we're excited to be live right here in WOKB Studios at the Red Table. Shout out to everybody that takes time to stream the show. If you're at your desk and you're working, or I don't know, maybe it's Starbucks enjoying some coffee this afternoon and you're streaming the show. Thank you so much. Shout out to the caller last week that called my 321 number, and she just wanted to support because she learned something by listening to the show. So thanks so much for that, sis. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, we got a lot to talk about, as I said, so we don't have a whole lot of time for other conversation, but I do have to make some corrections.
Okay, let's get down to business.
My website, I have been saying thebusinessmaven.org. It is thebusinessmaven.us.
Yeah. Does Glenn have that button that goes wah, 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 wah?
It is thebusinessmaven.us.
So all this time you've been leading people to the wrong place.
Oh my goodness, I feel terrible.
Jesus.
But we got it fixed. And actually, it was always correct. I was just saying it incorrectly.
Okay.
All right. So it's the Business Maven, thebusinessmaven.us. All right. Put that in the www. Do we still need to do the www?
Yes, I would do it just in case. I don't.
www. thebusinessmaven.us.
It made herself a .org.
Yeah.
I know.
All right. So we got that squared away, and we do have some updates also to our social media, but I'm going to hold that for the end. We got a lot to talk about with Mr. Don Daniel. He is in the studio with us.
Yes.
Via StreamYard. Can we clap it up for Mr. Daniel, please?
And always so sharp, too, man.
Always.
Sharp.
Always. Just ready.
Just check him out how he's dressed all the time.
I'm telling you, I'm almost close to being in pajama pants today. I mean, like,
Lord have mercy.
All right, Mr. Daniel, how are you today, sir?
I'm doing well, you guys. I'm just so looking forward to coming to Orlando, though, because it's like, this cold is just too much. All right, it's cold here. Okay. And that's why I've got a sweater on. I'm dressed in layers. This is Alabama. I'm from Michigan. Okay, I left Michigan to get out of the cold, and so I'm hoping it's warmer where you are. I'm looking forward to being there next week.
Well, we're gonna pray in some sun and
by the time you get here, it's gonna be nice and
warm. I'll say warmer.
Right,
I'll say warmer. Right. It'll definitely be warmer, but warm, I'm not sure.
Right.
but we'll do our best. We will do our best to pray it in.
Well, listen, because it's like 30 degrees here now, so help me.
Yeah, we're about 15 above you.
There you go. That's better.
Okay. All righty. January 31st.
Yes.
We have got to tell the people why they have to be in the building. Now, seats are filling up, guys.
Yes.
So you don't have a lot of time left to waffle about this.
No.
This is an opportunity that you don't want to miss. All right, Mr. Don, tell us why individuals should make this their event to attend on January 31st.
The very first amortized loan was in 1936 that hit the U.S., meaning how the banks calculate interest, okay, started in 1936. Not a word has been given to explain how this works in 89 years. Not in grade school, not in high school, not in college, not in business school. People don't know how these loans work, and we're expected to use credit cards, personal loans, business loans, mortgages, car loans, without knowing that we don't have to pay all of that interest. It's a suggestion that we pay the interest. We don't have to pay it. If math can cause us to pay a lot of interest, math can keep us from paying that interest. And I'm able to see it because because I was diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. So when I look at an amortization schedule, I see the pictures and patterns that other people don't see. And for the last 19 years, I have been sharing the secrets of amortization with people, and I'm going to be giving out information in Orlando that no one else has ever heard at all anywhere. So you want to be in the building so that you can start taking advantage of amortization instead of letting amortization take advantage of you and pay off all of your debt. I mean, all of it in a matter of 7 to 9 years on average. That's why they need to be in the building.
Absolutely. They really do. I think I've learned on this journey, Lynette, so much, the importance of paying attention to the numbers, right? And I find myself now sharing that information with others, like my nephew, my cousins, family members, because I'm saying, hey guys, when you say that, the suggestion, interest being just a suggestion, it kind of opens their eyes and they're like, what do you mean? And then I'm like, you've got to follow Mr. Don. You've got to get some more information to help get you to thinking differently than what you've always thought. So I'm excited about the event. I can't wait to be in the building with all of my amazing peeps. Tickets are going bananas. I have to submit, once I leave here today, I have to submit meal orders. And Dawn, we've got, in the last 24 hours, I believe like 6 tickets have sold. In the last 1, 2, 3, 4, between 6 or 5 tickets have sold in the last overnight while we were sleeping.
Wow. Okay.
So we definitely want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to join us. And I don't want to pick your meals for you. So if you want to join, and we're making the last hurrah to get y'all in the building to enjoy not just the camaraderie, but let's change the narrative. Let's change the understanding of our misunderstanding, right? And get educated and informed. So I lay it there.
All right.
To all the questions that came in too. So there's a lot of questions, Dawn, that came in. So we're getting ready to grill you, Dawn, in terms of the questions that came in. So Miss Lynette, hit him with it.
All right. So I'm going to stay on topic today in terms of questions.
Got it.
So that we make sure we utilize time as best we can. So one of the questions, Dawn, that we have, can you tell us about the key pillars of prosperity that this conference will focus on and why they are important?
Okay. Prepayment of principal, understanding how to manipulate your loan so it benefits you. So everybody knows that they can prepay a loan, but what they don't know is how much interest they save when they're doing it. We have been taught to look at interest rate. We have been taught to look at how much we have borrowed. And all of the information we have on that is centered around those two things. But the bank makes money on interest cost.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we have been totally ignoring interest cost. So when we make a decision, we need to say, how can I lower my cost of borrowing? And it's not by getting the lowest interest rate. The lowest interest rates are the worst interest rates.
I love it.
Okay? I love it. So if you want to know how the math works, and you are, let's say that the interest rates right now are around 7%. If you're waiting for the interest rates to go down before you purchase your house, wrong move. If you can afford the payment, get your house now, and I'll show you how, using that 7% interest rate, how you can pay that thing off in about 7 years. Don't let the interest rates go down, because it's going to be harder to do what we do here. Okay. So everything is backwards. Everything is backwards. So the other pillar is isolating the principal amount. How much do I pay and when do I pay it? Leverage. How do I pay the least amount of money on my debt to maximize interest savings and liquidity? How do I maximize the use of all of my money, all of my resources, and make every single penny work? No lazy money.
No lazy money.
No lazy money. So what we're going to be showing people is that you don't need more money to get out of debt. You just need to know how to pay less interest. So a person with their current budget,
yes,
can get out of debt.
Current budget,
cheaper.
He said.
Yes, you don't need more money. You just listen. Don't stop trying to go out and sell pizzas at night to pay off your debt.
Right. Yes, sir.
Understand the math. Okay. So we have disruptive technology that takes what I have learned over the years, plug it into a computer, and the computer does all of the work and guides you to saving the absolute most interest you can possibly save. Stop wasting money on interest. You are losing tons of money, and you can stop it today.
Stop the bleeding. That's fantastic.
Stop the bleed. Yeah.
All right. Next question. Some of our listeners, viewers want to know, what are some of the highlights attendees can look forward to at the conference?
Okay. Some of the things that we've learned to do over the years, we're going to stop doing. Okay. Number one, people think that a 15-year mortgage is better than a 30-year mortgage. That is incorrect. Never get a 15-year mortgage. That's a highlight. Okay. Wow. People think that once the interest rates drop, I need to refinance to a lower interest rate. Again, a fallacy. Not. Okay. People think that I need to put a large down payment on a loan. Never do it. Never put a large down payment on a mortgage or a car. Here's another one we're going to be talking about. Cash is not king.
Okay.
Don't ever pay cash for a house or a car, ever. It is actually cheaper to borrow the money than to pay cash. And I'm going to repeat that. I'm going to repeat it.
Wait.
Using the P.I.L.L method, borrowing money is cheaper than cash, and I will show you the numbers next week.
January 31st, ladies and gentlemen, Orlando, Florida.
Be here.
Mr. Glenn, if you can change that lower third, we got some people that are texting in about what is the website. So we can put that POPCLIVE.com on screen, popclive.com. That's where you guys are going to get your tickets from. So what you're hearing Don lay down, and we got plenty more questions to go. You want to come and see this live and in person because he wants to show you guys on screen so that it also makes sense. Again, POPCLIVE.com. Back on you, Miss Lynette.
And I think you've got the flyer too somewhere in there, Glenn. You can put that up too when you have a moment.
Yeah, we got some folks tuning in that are actually watching us live on TV.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate that.
To see the lower third there.
Shout out to everybody that's paying attention. We appreciate you guys listening and getting all of this good information. I'm about to fall out of my chair. It's just, I'm overwhelmed. Okay.
Can I share a quick testimony real fast? Real fast. Okay, It'd be real fast. I had a phone call yesterday come through the Pop Clive line. And it was a gentleman that has been a part of the P.I.L.L method for 10 years. And because he's gained so much knowledge and information from the 10 years, he had to come. He's bringing his whole family, Dawn.
That's awesome.
His wife, his 2 children, just so they can meet you in the flesh.
Wow. That's
How
awesome.
about that?
So
you
that's
guys are
literally
done
like
talking about 19 years. This guy's been a part of it for 10.
10. He's been a part of it for 10 years.
Wow,
so I
Dawn.
had a long conversation with him yesterday, and I just wanted to share that with you
That's
live because it is so important for people to see that, you know, this gentleman has done the program, has maintained the program and the process, but he has been so overwhelmed with joy and what it's allowed for him and to do for his family that he wants to come to Orlando.
Shake his hand in person.
To come and see him in person.
So you'll get the teaching and the testimony.
Yes.
Wow.
Woo!
That is
The
awesome.
teaching and the testimony.
Love it.
Y'all
Listen.
don't miss this. All right, let's see if we can
it.
get a few more questions in here.
Yes.
So you've been, Don, you've been an advocate for financial literacy with the P.I.L.L method.
Yes.
How will this method be featured at the conference? In other words, I want to get more of the P.I.L.L method. How can I expect to get the maximum amount of information about the P.I.L.L method at the conference?
All right, let's put this on the screen. I've got a screen up. Let's go ahead and put that on. All right.
All right.
All right. So this is called a savings and earnings report, and everyone who wants one will get one for free. This person has $390,000, a total of $416,000 in debt. They were supposed to be out of debt in 27.1 years. They're going to be out of debt in 7.6.
Wow.
Okay. This person has $73,000 in credit card debt alone. 73,000, along with their mortgage, total of 262,000. We're going to show them how not to pay $349,000 in interest, but how to pay 97,000 instead, and be out of debt in 7.7 years instead of 29.8. You see, what we're going to be talking about, folks, is we're going to make the whole process transparent. It hasn't been transparent for 89 years. You're not going to get this anywhere else but here at the P.I.L.L Method. We're going to show you how the program works, how banking works, how they're charging all that interest, and we're going to tell you how to disrupt the bank's timing, which makes it impossible for them to charge you all of that interest. So you don't need more money. You just need better timing.
That's great. I love that.
Love it.
I love it. All right, let's keep it moving. Another question, and I think this is a great one. What actionable takeaways can attendees expect to walk away with after the event? Actionable takeaways.
Actionable takeaways. Okay. If you're tired of paying debt the way you've been, you can take this off the screen now. If you're tired of paying debt the way that you've always paid it, you'll be able to go to our website for free and put in all of your debt. I mean, student loans, credit cards, everything. And you'll be able to know the month, day, and year you'll be debt free.
I always love
wow.
that. I love it when it says that.
So
it gives you goosebumps, Derek.
I love that.
Okay? And we're going to give you that for free.
Wow.
The other thing you'll be able to do is get a consultation with me personally, not somebody on my staff. With me personally, 1 hour for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
Once you fill out that information to get your savings and earnings report, you'll be able to do that. Plus, you'll be able to get my book for free and read the book. So these are certain things you'll be able to do. You need to get an understanding of how this works. So if you are of the mind to be the best steward you can be of the resources that God has given you, then you need to be there so that you can start learning how. Now, will you learn everything you need to learn at this conference? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's taken me 19 years to amass all this information. We're going to be presenting to you the best excerpts out of my $4,600 course. And all you have to pay to get this is $200.
Wow.
Plus, you get a savings and earnings report that's worth $1,000. Plus, you get a consultation with me that's worth $100. Plus, you get my book that's worth $50. And that's not to mention the information you're going to get from Shay and Derek. Oh my gosh, this is something that you want. It is about time people receive information on how lending actually works. And this is the only place you're going to get it. And why? It is because of what I thought when I was growing up was a disadvantage. I've turned it into an advantage.
Superpower.
It is my superpower. I'm going to be sharing it with you. And so you can understand for the first time in your life how a loan actually works. And when you leave that place, you will know more about how loans work than your accountant, your financial planner.
Unless I'm your accountant.
That's why my accountant's going to be in the building. Just saying.
That's why my accountant is mandated to come to the building, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
been mandated.
It's been mandated. Put
I
in
will
a
absolutely
PTO
be
date.
there.
Lots of questions are coming in, Don. So we're just going to keep throwing them at you, man. Thank you all for questions too.
All right. This is important. This is a good one. Why is this conference so timely in today's economic climate?
Oh my goodness. Because interest rates in a short period of time went from 2.99 up to 7%. And most people thought that was something that was against them. I'm letting you know that is actually for you. It was for you. Do you realize that in the 70s, the average interest rate was 18%. It got to 18% for mortgages.
Yep.
And the average loan for a house was about $70,000.
Come on.
Okay. So at 18% on $70,000 loan, did you realize an extra $63? What did I just say?
$63.
An extra $63 would take 1 year off that mortgage because the interest rates were at 18%.
What? Hold on. Wait. Please repeat that one more time.
An extra $63, okay, would take 1 year off a loan if you had. So what I'm going to do now, I listen, I just need to show people. So if you're seeing this online, okay, 70,000 at 18%, okay. There you go. All right. So here's what we have. Here's how this breaks down. Only $4.96 went to principal. Look at all this money that went to interest at 18%. But an extra $5.03 here, prepaid. If you made this payment in January, an extra $5.03 would kill this much interest and take 1 month off your loan.
Come on.
And I'm sorry, I said $63. And a total principal for the year is $64.67. If you prepaid that, if you give that to the bank on month 1, it knocks 1 year off this loan and saves $11,545.73 in interest because of a higher interest rate. Yeah. So don't get discouraged when you see high interest rates. You actually need to be encouraged because now we're going to teach you how to read and take advantage of an amortization schedule for the first time in your life.
Yes.
You need to have this information, and without it, you're flying blind, and you are a natural resource for bankers who take your time, your talent, your sweat, and turn it into money for them because people don't know how to read this thing.
Wow.
Amortization.
The numbers are going through the roof on YouTube. So thank you all for sharing the room and this information. There's a lot of new people that this is the first time that they're even hearing your information. So we super appreciate this. And Lynette, keep it going.
Yeah. So we're getting close to I know we're getting close there. So I want to give people the details on the actual event. Tell us where it's going to be, what time it's going to start, what time it's going to end, what's going to happen during that day. Just give us the details and where they can go to register.
Absolutely. So first and foremost, if you are listening to us and you are at your desk, you can actually text the phrase PILL, P-I-L-L, to 256-215-9496. Again, text the word PILL, P-I-L-L, to 256-215-9496. And that's going to give you an automation. It's going to automatically send you the checkout page so you can purchase your ticket. This event is being held on Friday, January 31st at the Hotel Landy. Registration is going to start promptly at 9 a.m. The event will run for the duration of 9 a.m. to, starting promptly at 10 a.m., where Don Daniel will take the stage and start giving us the education and informing us about the PILL method. Shortly after that, we will have Perry K. Jeffries III joining us with his financial expertise and giving you the ultimate wisdom on how to steward those finances as well. Then we will break for lunch. Amazing lunch, guys. You have your choice between steak, salmon, and chicken. And this is a three-course meal. You get the opportunity to choose that. So if you are thinking about joining this event, I need you to join it like today or tomorrow, because I am placing the meal orders this weekend with the event host, and that is the Hotel Landy, the Old Crown Plaza on Universal Boulevard, at the intersection of Sand Lake and Universal. So we want to see you there. You can also visit the website PopClive, PopClive.com. And that is not, as Derek would say, that is not your uncle. That is the acronym for Pillars of Prosperity Conference Live. So PopClive.com. We want to see you there. You don't want to miss an opportunity to gain growth and knowledge and understanding of how money can be stewarded well. Lynette?
Yeah, business owners, listen, this is a power move for you. If you really want a strategy to build legacy and to help you build your business, this is an opportunity for you to do that. Absolutely. Please go to popclive.com, PopClive.com, and we'll hope to see you guys there. Yes. Don't miss this opportunity. I'm Lynette Green, the business maven, Mr. Don Daniel, the thought leader for the P.I.L.L method. He'll be right here in Orlando with us next week, Friday. Shania Shea Forston, Derek Forston. Shout out to Mr. Glenn, who produces our show so excellently. Thank you, sir.
And you got 1 minute left still, so give them your website again.
Yes, make sure they have the correct one,
please, because we're doing something. We are tracking, along with our new president, the first 100 days of business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So look for some information at thebusinessmaven.us. I'm also on social media, Instagram, Facebook, X, and Clubhouse. We'll be back next week, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Don't wait to be great.
See you there.